Rome. We're on top of a monument dedicated to one of the kings of Italy. And my name's Deborah Guichard. I said hello. Okay, this is the first time like in front of a camera by myself this way. And just to recount one of my stories of being grateful, we were talking about it yesterday, and I wanted to mention that I was grateful to God because I think He always takes care of me. So that would be the thing I'm most grateful for, is not just that I believe that there is a God, but I believe that He takes care of me. And then I was asked if there's one certain person in Rome who gave me an opportunity. Oh, I wanted to mention also opportunity. There's many people, great artists, wonderful writers who don't have the opportunities to do what they can do, to express their talents, to express their love and happiness and gratefulness. But I've had some good opportunities to do all kinds of things over here in Rome. Love, happiness, and success, as some people would say. But when I first came over, I wasn't sure if I was going to stay here, what I was going to do, what kind of work I was going to do, and I was in my 40s. And there was an elderly man. I'd spoken with some priests and sisters. There's 300 Catholic churches in Rome, so I'd spoken to them about getting me some kind of work, part-time work. And there was a man who was having trouble with all his housekeepers. He had fired 3, they called them domestics in Italy. His name was Ulysses. That was really his first name was Ulysses. And what happened was, for me personally inside, my father left my family when I was very young. And there were different circumstances through the years. However, before he died, before he was 80 years old, I had an opportunity to go see my father, and I didn't. So probably if it happened over again, I'd do the same thing. But I didn't see my father before he died, so then he died. And some years later, I came over here to Italy, and here's this elderly man named Ulysses, almost 80 years old, who's lost his wife to cancer. He hated the entire world. He hated God, he hated his children, he hated his grandchildren, and he hated me, besides the other people he had trying to work for him. And I was determined, looking back on it, of course it's easier to look back, I was determined to take care of this man. I thought this was my second chance, because I hadn't actually taken care of my own father. This was my chance to take care of his youngest daughter. Was my age. At the time I was 40 years old, so his youngest daughter was my age. I thought this is my opportunity to take care of someone when I could have possibly taken care of my own father. We argued every single day. I don't know what kind of stories to recount. There were many. What happened, he was a practical joker. He liked to do practical jokes. He didn't look like I thought my father looked like, but he was very Italian. I was allowed to live in the same apartment. I had my own room with the key, which locked, which was very polite, and take care of him, do the cooking, do some of the house cleaning. And what happened along the way, his grandchildren wanted to learn English. Okay, so they came over to the apartment to talk to me. His grandfather had just disowned his entire family, hated everybody. And when they came to talk to me, he said, "This is my apartment. You don't speak to her. This is your grandfather. You speak to me when you come here." So he took a little bit of a different side of the story there. So he started talking to his grandchildren, and I'd serve them coffee or something that they wanted. And then the grandchildren's parents, of course, who were his own children, came and visited. And they started taking him to different places. And they taught me how to cook for him. So that's how I learned how to cook Italian cooking. And eventually the family got back together again, which is really good. I didn't need the job anymore because he didn't need anyone to take care of him. His family was taking care of him. So it was a story. I'm grateful that I got to work with the family. I got to learn more about Italian people and share more about what Americans are.